Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. I think we posed a question to them early in the week and just said, listen, at the end of the day, this is going to go down as the most successful competitive season in the 70-plus years of Buckeye Lacrosse. That's done. You've already checked that box. So do you want to be remembered as the first Final Four team, or do you want to be remembered as the first national championship team? And I think that really, in my opinion, takes the pressure off all of us. We understand that it's an opportunity here in front of us, and we're going to attack it the way we have every other game this year. So the quarterfinals was kind of the hump, if you will, that we needed to get over. Like I said, we checked that box last week, so I think the guys are loose, they're focused, they understand the challenge that lies ahead, and we're looking forward to Saturday at noon.
A lot of these guys grew up watching this weekend because it was virtually the one time they knew lacrosse was going to be on ESPN.
Right on.
It was going to be on TV.
Yeah, that's it.
So a lot of guys have grown up watching this. Is that a part of the preparation too? Is they've seen this, and they know exactly what they're getting into.
Oh, this is it. I mean, if you're a young man growing up the sport, and even my 7-year-old knows what a big deal this is. I think it's the pinnacle of our game. The Final Four weekend, championship weekend. It brings people together. The fellowship in our sport and lacrosse community is so unique. And Final Four weekend is kind of a culmination of everyone coming together to really celebrate this game. So I think that as a player, it's a dream to always be there. Certainly as a coach as well. You're charged with trying to enjoy it and the moments. And I think today when we broke practice, it was kind of a relief to know that we had gotten the work we needed done. So now we can kind of relax and look forward to getting to New England and getting this thing started.
How much does playing a team that you have already beat this year kind of factor into your preparation?
I mean, it's challenging to beat a team twice. We had the situation with Hopkins and certainly Maryland. So we were familiar with that second time against the team. I think from a preparation perspective, the men just kind of have a feel for what they're going to see. I think that for both sides. But I don't think that there's a lot of comparables in the sense that both teams have changed a fair amount. I know we have, and looking at film, they certainly have. They're playing their best lacrosse right now. We feel like we are, and I think you have to really look at the last 2-3 games spread on both teams to get a better sense of their true identity as we go into this weekend.
Yeah, they're an unranked team going into the tournament, and clearly something has changed. How have they evolved? How are they better?
I mean, I think the one thing that I would say right off the bat is they know who they are. This is a Towson team that has a clear identity, and I give their coaching staff, Coach Nadal, a lot of credit for that. Offensively, defensively, special teams, and we feel the same way about ourselves. So I think you have two teams that really know who they are going into this weekend. And I think that they've developed that identity over the course of the season as we have, and I think both teams are going to collide Saturday at noon.
What's been the reaction from over the last week from Ohio State fans and from the support that you get? Obviously, it's a massive university with a massive alumni base, and sometimes they chime in when things are really good. Things are really good right now. Are you hearing that from people, or is there genuine enthusiasm you're hearing that's new?
Well, listen, we welcome that. I mean, that's not something that bothers us at all. We understand as a Buckeye the responsibility that we have. These men made a decision to come to Ohio State to compete for a championship, but to be part of something bigger than them. And with 36 sports, Buckeye Nation, it's very humbling, and especially part of the athletic department. And you realize very quickly that, hey, listen, when you look around the department, everybody is competing for championships. So it kind of raises the bar. We had our rowing coach come in earlier this year, and Coach Ryan from wrestling. We've had other coaches in the department of Olympic sports come in and speak to our team about getting over that hump and taking that next step towards a national title. And so I think the folks that have reached out to us this week, the support that we've gotten is amazing, and it really speaks to the kind of community that we have here in the athletic department, and certainly the lacrosse community here in Central Ohio.